Hi, I'm Lisa Beers, owner of a boutique web design studio specializing in custom websites and blogs. You can visit me on the web at beersdesign.com. This video is about plugins and how to install plugins using the Wordpress Dashboard. Each of my training videos are designed for novice users, and they're broken down into small, simple segments. Let's get started. So I've logged into the Wordpress dashboard of my training site that I'm using as an example in my videos. What we're going to be talking about today are plugins. Plugins are little pieces of programming that have been developed by various companies and individuals worldwide that increase the functionality of WordPress. Right out of the box, WordPress is an exceptional blog platform and a very robust content management system. It can even handle e-commerce sites and membership websites. However, WordPress by itself doesn't always achieve all of the functionality that you may desire in your site or blog. That's where plugins come in. Plugins are installed and work together with WordPress to add other features to WordPress. A note about plugins: each plugin is independently programmed and developed, not by the folks that develop WordPress, but by companies and individuals worldwide. So they're not all created equal. Most are very excellent. Some are terrible. And even the best ones aren't guaranteed to work with every single other plugin that you may find. You can have conflicts with your plugins that can make them work erratically, make them not work at all, even make you feel like your whole WordPress site or blog has been destroyed and rendered unusable. If you ever install a plugin, I would recommend that you only install maybe one at a time. Use your blog, use the features back here as you need to. Go to the front side of your site, look at it, make sure everything is fine. If it's not, if you see any problems, don't panic. You can just simply come back here to your dashboard, to the plugin manager, and deactivate a plugin that you just activated. That generally will get rid of any anomalies that you find. Then you can figure out what the conflict is or find an alternate plugin that may not create the conflict that you are experiencing. So you don't have to be afraid of plugins, but you do have to install them wisely and check to make sure that everything is okay after it's installed. Another word about plugins: many people get plugin crazy and they go around collecting them and putting them on their site. Since there is a good chance that your plugins may start to conflict with each other, particularly with the more that you add, this is not something that I recommend to clients. I like to try to figure out what your objective is for your site or your blog and only choose the plugins that you really need to add to the functionality to create a better user experience or to make your life easier in managing the blog. So don't just go around collecting plugins without any plan. Make sure that you have a functionality plan for each plugin that you add, that it's going to add value and not just create an opportunity for something to conflict. At any rate, to install a new plugin from the dashboard, you simply go to Add New. Now I'm going to make a video about a wonderful search engine optimization plugin that I love to use for clients. And in this video, I'm actually going to go ahead here and install it. If you know the name of the plugin, that's great. You can search by keyword, but in my experience, if you don't know the name of the keyword, you may not get a good result. So if you know the name of the keyword, enter, or the name of the plugin, enter it, or enter as much as you know, and click the button. Now we have returned several different plugins. The one that I prefer by far is All-in-One SEO Pack. It's very easy to use. It doesn't add a lot of things to the header of your theme that can create conflicts. There are other good ones, but they tend to be quirkier in relationship to the other plugins that you're running. So this one to me gives you an incredible amount of functionality. It works extremely well, and it has a very, very small rate of conflicting. I've actually never seen it cause a conflict. So this is the one we want to install, All-in-One SEO Pack. So I'm going to click Install. It's going to talk to me here about the description, give me some information. It's going to let me know what version I need to be running and what it's been tested to be compatible up to. This is another good point to make. If you notice here that it's not compatible up to your version of WordPress, then you really want to watch and make sure it doesn't cause problems for you. You really need to choose the appropriate plugin version for the version of WordPress that you're running. If you have an older version of WordPress and you're trying to use this functionality that I'm showing you today, you may find that the plugin version that WordPress is going to present to you is not the correct match. There are other ways you can install plugins, but you always want to make sure if you're using this plugin installer that you're running a fairly recent version of WordPress and that you look to make sure it's compatible. If it's a plugin you really want and it's not supposed to be compatible, you can always go to wordpress.org and click the Extend tab and look the plugin up and read what some other users have experienced in terms of compatibility. A lot of times there'll be a good wealth of knowledge in there. And you can always try it, add it, use your blog on the back end in the dashboard, go to the front side, make sure that nothing seems out of place. If it runs, great. If it doesn't, just go in and deactivate it. So this one I'm going to go ahead and click to install now. And most hosting companies will simply let you go through this process in the way that I am. Some will require FTP information and some don't actually allow you to use this function. But a really good WordPress hosting company is going to be able to allow you to use this in the manner that you're seeing it in this video. So now all I have to do is activate it. So now it's installed and activated. I didn't have to use any kind of special software. I did everything right here. On this particular plugin, there's a warning, and there's something that you're going to have to do to complete the setup. Sometimes when you install a plugin, you will notice a yellow warning up here, and it will give you some detailed information. You do need to pay attention to that information and take the actions that it's telling you that you need to take. Well, that's it for this segment. As a client, you gain access to additional training videos on more advanced features used in maintaining your WordPress-powered website or blog. If you're interested in a custom website or WordPress blog theme, please visit my site, beersdesign.com. Thank you for watching, and have a wonderful day.